The Haojue AF125 engine with 160,000 kilometers on it. To be honest, it's not surprising for a Haojue to hit over 100,000 kilometers. This motorcycle belongs to a Shantung delivery rider. Even at 160,000 kilometers, it still rides normally. The business is running fine too. Let me show everyone the engine number. During the process, if you put this engine on a horse carriage, it would probably perform about the same. I'm just as curious as all of you. A Haojue AF125 engine with 160,000 kilometers. What does the internal wear look like after teardown? Today, we're doing a full teardown, where items like the drive belt have already been replaced several times. Let's look at the belt first. It's a new Bando belt from Japan. And this front drive pulley is manufactured by Haojue themselves. This clutch bell is also made by Haojue. Listen closely to the original audio from the video. This clutch bell is original and has never been replaced. Yeah, the clutch bell has never been replaced. It's the original outer drum. I only replaced the internals. The brake shoes inside have been changed. This part is a new replacement. Did you guys hear that? Surprising, right? I was also very surprised when I took it apart. The centrifugal weights are from SOHC Japan. The needle bearing in the rear pulley is German. But the final assembly was done domestically. Now let's look at the variator rollers. The rollers are from Mitsubishi, Japan. Produced in their Shanghai factory. This CVT case cover has a sealing gasket. Haojue gaskets have always been stiff yet high-performing. This AF125. In the hands of this delivery rider, covered over 160,000 kilometers in just over 2 years. Later, Wild Boar Peppa took it for a trip to Tibet. And it still didn't break. The starter clutch is also original, never replaced. Strictly speaking, the starter clutch is also a wear item. Look inside here. Still so clean after 160,000 kilometers. The delivery rider maintained it very well. Otherwise, it wouldn't be this clean inside. Maintenance is a key part of extending engine life. Extremely important. Of course, it also needs good engine materials, combined with high-quality assembly. Assembly mainly reflects the manufacturer's management level. The inside of the cylinder head cover is also very clean. Let's check it. An engine with 160,000 kilometers and no valve clearance adjustments. Let's see how much valve clearance is left. Look at the rocker arm and the valve adjustment screws. There are no tool marks from being turned. You can zoom in on these two screws, or pause and look closely. I don't think I'm mistaken. These two screws have definitely never been touched, meaning the valve clearance has never been adjusted. Measuring the valve clearance. The intake valve clearance measures at 0.07 millimeters. The factory spec is between 0.06 millimeters and 0.1 millimeters. So that's normal. The exhaust valve clearance is a bit tight. Only 0.05 millimeters. The factory value should be 0.12 mm with a tolerance of 0.02 millimeters. The exhaust valve's working environment is inherently harsh. After 160,000 kilometers, this slight change is actually quite impressive. In this case, the valves don't even need replacing. Just lap the valves and readjust the valve clearance. Let's check the timing chain. It has stretched. The timing chain hasn't been changed in 160,000 kilometers either. Removing the cylinder head gasket is quite difficult. It has never been disassembled before. Let's play the original audio for you here. It's never been opened. If it had been, it wouldn't be this stuck. Previously opened ones come off very easily. I had to use a tool to pry it out. Look at this, it's still in its original factory sealed state. This head structure is a single overhead cam, SOHC, with 2 valves. It uses low friction roller. Rocker arms with a decompression valve. This reduces resistance when starting the engine. Right, 2 screws on the side aren't loosened yet. Let's look at the cam chain. It has indeed stretched. Check the tensioner. How far is the tensioner extended? Right now, the tensioner is fully extended. It's at its maximum length. Let's try pushing it back by hand. It can go all the way back. There's a little resistance at the bottom. This indicates the timing chain was just about to fail. The timing chain is also a wear item. To last 160,000 kilometers. This part is incredibly durable. Gotta be Haojue. Let's see what brand the timing chain is later. The roller rocker arms show some slight discoloration. But when spinning by hand, there is no play. It could still continue to serve. Let's see whose rocker arms are this tough. Jushing rocker arms from Chongqing. Look at the camshaft. There is no obvious wear. Only the marks from use are quite visible. Look at the camshaft bearings. A bit too much reflection to see clearly. They are TPI bearings from Taiwan. The outer bearing of the camshaft is quite critical. Let's give it a wiggle. Very little movement. Should be considered as no wear. You can look closely. This small bearing is from Dahuan. Dahuan also lasted 160,000 kilometers without failing. But comparing the width to a new bearing, it's clearly slightly larger than the TPI bearing. Look at the timing chain guide plate. It's nylon. And there's no wear. Now for the critical part. Let's see this 160,000 kilometer cylinder. The cross-hatching is clearly visible. Usage marks are also quite apparent. Indicating it's in good condition. The crosshatch depth is only about 5 microns. It hasn't even worn down those 5 microns yet. Now let's look at the piston. You don't even need a micrometer to measure this. Check out the machining marks on the piston. Those horizontal grooves are still clearly visible, showing the piston hasn't worn much at all. Only a bit of the coating has rubbed off. This is just considered normal usage marks. The golden piston is completely black now. The skirt has a molybdenum disulfide coating. This carbon buildup is indeed black and hard. The piston rings are from Riken. After 160,000 kilometers, the oil rings are starting to seize. This is caused by carbon deposits. And inside the first and second ring grooves, you can see carbon too. Removing the oil rings, the carbon inside. Let me scrape it out for you to see. It's inevitable after 160,000 kilometers. But it's actually quite decent. Now check the piston ring gap. The clearance. Push the ring to about 1 centimeter from the top of the cylinder. Surely this gap must show somewhere, right? Let's bring a new set of piston rings for comparison. This is the top compression ring. The one on top is new. The one below is the old one. Look, there's a little wear. But it's not much. Almost imperceptible. Now let's look at the oil rings. The oil ring wear is slightly more obvious. Still, for 160,000 kilometers of wear. You tell me, isn't this good? Actually, this piston could even keep going. After seeing the wear on the rings and cylinder, I personally feel quite amazed. I never expected that at 160,000 kilometers, the wear would be so minimal. The piston's machining marks are only about 7 microns deep. It's as if it hasn't even started wearing down yet. The generator rotor has also seen its fair share of life. Why do most delivery riders choose Haojue? It's not without reason. They desperately need stability, durability, and peace of mind. Clearly, this machine delivered. Haojue did it. Let's check the crucial oil pump gear. Oil pump gears are usually made of this nylon. Take a look. Hardly any wear. Seriously, if a mechanic relied on Haojue for income, they wouldn't even be able to afford underwear. Splitting the crankcase. Look inside here. It's really clean. So let me remind everyone again. You must pay attention to engine maintenance. Now check the timing chain. The chain is a Borg Warner from Japan. Taking out the crankshaft, using the tapping method to check if the crankshaft has any play. Oh my god. There's no play at all. As for the crank bearings, they are NSK from Japan, but manufactured here domestically. No need to take apart the gearbox. You can see the bearing from the outside. It's also TPI from Taiwan. Bearing, also made in Taiwan. Oh right, look at the connecting rod. The rod is made by Jiangsu Ganyang. To summarize, such minimal wear after 160,000 kilometers is truly surprising. I really admire Haojue. With this engine, just replace the piston rings, lap the valves, and adjust the valve clearance. I bet it could run for another 100,000 kilometers. Alright, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it.